Okay, go. So again, let's go now to solving quadratic equations by factoring. So it's easy for us to factor quadratic equations since normally we have a square or an exponent in your variables. So therefore, automatically you have two separate entities for the variables of your x. So which means expected that you have two values of your roots or two parentheses. Okay? So at this point, ato nang solbon. Now in factoring, it's quite challenging for us how to factor this kind of numbers. So there are shortcuts in factoring and easy ways in factoring, but again, the best way is actually to practice factoring. No? So I will teach you a shortcut. I don't know if this is a shortcut or I think this is my way in learning factoring way back in my high school days. So what I will do is like this. I will focus my attention to the constant number. So we all know that quadratic equation, you have ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So I will focus my attention to the c, or what is the value of c, which is negative 120. So my c is negative 120. Okay? So now, if ever you have a negative number as your c, or your constant number, your expected, okay, your expected numbers or factors of negative 120 is a positive and a negative number. Because if multiply positive and negative, you will arrive at a negative number. So again, if you have is C, your expected factors of that number is a positive and a negative number. So if ever you have a positive number, automatically you have a positive and a positive factor, or a negative and a negative factor, because negative and negative, that is a positive number, while positive and positive, automatically that is a positive number. So again, your C is a negative 120, so therefore your factors is a positive and a negative number, or vice versa, a negative and a positive number. So please take note of that one. Our next step is to look at the value of your b. So bx, so ang b na to, b sa completing the square is 2. So ang b na to is positive 2. Okay? So now, here's the trick. If your b is a positive 2, please take note that your b, the result of your b, will be based on the factors of c. So ano yun na to? Unsay factors ka ha sa 120? Di sa ta mag-base sa kuno, di sa ta mag-base sa negative sa 120 lang sa, okay? Unsay mga factors sa 120? Okay? So you have factors niya 1 times 120, okay? 2 times saman 60, okay? And so on and so forth, no? Tag-as kinastanan dugay kay kamahuman. Pero ang trick na to ana is this. Kung ang b nimo kay 2, so therefore, if you add or subtract a number, mahimo siyang 2. So unsa kaha nga factor sa 120 nga kung i-add nimo or subtract, mahimo siya og 2. So atong ipadayon ko no. 3 times 120 is 40. Okay? Then 4 times 30, okay? 5 times 22. Sakto ba ko? 22. Okay. 5 times 22. Sakto ba ko? No? So 120. 5 times 24. Bubuag ni sir. Uy. Uwam sad ta. So 24 di ay uy. 24. O tara. Charot. Okay. So may lain 6 times 20. Okay. Okay. So muna may mga factors. 7 times dili. Okay, 7 divided by 120 dili man. So sa lain get 8. Na ba? 8. 120 divided by 8 pwede ba? 120 divided by 8. Pwede ba? Pwede. So you get 8 times 15. No? 8 times 15 is 120. Sa daghana ni, no? And then, nasa pamalain. Okay. 9. Pwede ba 9? No, dili pwede kay decimal. What about 10? Oh, klaro kay ang 10. So that is 10 times 12. Okay? 11, pwede ba? 12, pwede ra. 12 times 10. I think pareha naman sila. So, I can say nga, pwede either of the two lang. Pwede ra kayo, no? So, ako lang nang i-crash out. Okay? And then, pwede ba 13, sir? 14, 15? Oh, wala na. Okay? So, adto lang nakatutob. Karon, ang factors na to is 1 times 120, 260, 340, 430, 524, 620, 8, 15, and 10, and 12. Karon, ang importante na to is tan-awo na to ang B, which is 2. Okay? Ang B na to kay 2, tan-awo na to diri sa mga factors sa 120, kung i-add na to or subtract, mahimo ba siyang 2? Okay? Add og subtract ka, or pwede i-subtract na lang nato kay positive negative man. So, 1 minus 120, di layo ra kay, layo ra kay, no? Layo, dili may mong 2. Add or subtract, layo. Add or subtract, layo. 6 and 20, add subtract, o 26 or 14, layo ra. What about 8 and 15? So, kung mag 8 plus 15 ko, okay, atong i-try ha. 8 plus 15. So, ang add, yang usa kay minus mo, di ba? Plus ug minus kay negative 120. So, ang usa, negative. So, negative 8 plus 15 equals, pila man? 7. Kung ang negative 8, kung ang 8 na po ng positive, pero ang negative mo ang 15, you get negative 7. So, 7, negative 7, so wala gyapon 2. So, ari na po dadari, 10 ag 12. Ang 10 ug 12, you get positive 10 minus 12. So again, ang gibasihan nako is ang ato ang factors nga 10 ug 12 ug ang positive ug negative. Kay ang positive negative i-multiply may mo siyang negative. So 10 ug negative 12. So what is 10 positive 10 minus 12? That is negative 2. Okay? What if ang 10 na po akong negative? So ang 12 na po akong positive. So what is negative 10 plus 12? You get positive 2. So automatically, you get positive 2. Ug mao na tong value sa B. So therefore, kaning duha ang atoang factors karon. So ato nang gamiton sa pagkuha sa factor sa x squared plus 2x minus 20. So tara. Tara ang trick. Okay? So again, you have to draw two parentheses and then equate nimo to 0. So again, di ba negative 10 ug 12. So since atong variables kay x man, isuwat na to diha x. Ang pikas x. Okay? Iguma na to, isuwat lang simple. Negative 10 ug ang positive 12. Okay, equals 0. Now, in solving for quadratic equations by factoring, we have to take note that our main goal here is to find for the values of your x. So we will use the principle of zero product in this kind of solution. So according to the principle of zero product, we let the factors equals to 0. So mao ni ang factor, no? Sa x minus 10 and x plus 12 sa x squared plus 2x minus 20, 120. So we let the factors equal to 0. X minus 10 equals to 0, while ang x plus 12 equate na to 0. Now, to find for the value of x, ato lang i-transpose. Okay? So you get x equals, ang negative 10 may mo siya positive 10. So muna siya. X is equal to, ang positive 12 may mo siyang negative 12. So therefore, these are the roots of our x plus 2x minus 120. So to check if your answer is correct, ato sa ang 10 na ko i-check ha. Kamo li check sa uban. Okay, so from x squared, so that is 10 squared plus 2x, so ang x na to kay 10, minus 120 equals to 0. Okay, sorry. So what is 10 squared? 10 squared is 100. 2 times 10, that is 20. Minus 120 equals 0. So therefore, 100 plus 20, that is 120, minus 120 equals to 0. So that is 0 equals 0. So therefore, our answer are correct. So kindly check also this one kung sakto ba.